Hello, I am Xarkun and this is World of Warships Legends. Today I've got a bit of a special treat for you in the form of a Des Moines game. And the Des Moines is played for us today by ChiliGames17, a fellow community contributor of mine. If you're not familiar with him, well, he is widely regarded to be a super unicum, particularly when it comes to playing cruisers. At least that's how I think of him. He's certainly better than me, and the result that he achieved in this game is better than any result I have yet achieved in the Des Moines. Plus, it shows off an important feature of the Des Moines that I didn't really get to touch on so much in my review. I did talk about the power of the Des Moines AP, and we're going to get a little taste of that here as Chile takes up position behind this island and starts raining down on the Iowa. I think he might have shot one salvo of HE there, but the vast majority of that was AP. I don't even think all the shells have yet hit that Iowa, or maybe they have. In any case, he's racked up about 6,000 damage in the span of one or two salvos with the Des Moines AP, and I think he's coming back for more. So there's no question that the AP on this ship is good, and we've seen that in action on my review against battleships, and again, we've seen it in action here with Chile. But what we didn't see on my review of the Des Moines was how this AP stacks up against other cruisers, specifically some light cruisers at the legendary tier, aka the only light cruiser at the legendary tier right now, the Minotaur. And you'll notice that on the enemy team there are 3 cruisers. All 3 of them are Minotaurs, and all 3 of them are going to take on Chile Games in a very, very unbalanced matchup of 3v1 very soon in this game. But Chile is a perfectly balanced player, and he is going to show those Minotaurs the meaning of balance and fairness in his 3-on-1 duel versus them. There's one of them right now, played by somebody I'm pretty sure watches both my channel and probably Chile's. Speaking of which, if you do not know who Chile Games is, well, he's an old friend of mine, and I left a link to his channel in the description. I don't think he really posts too many videos with post-action commentary the way I do anymore these days, but he certainly does stream this game a lot, and he is very, very good at it, so you probably want to check him out. In any case, he's pushing over to this alpha side of the map. There only appears to be a Brandenburg here, and that Brandenburg is currently entangled in a duel with a Grosse Kurfürst. You can see the Brandenburg has managed to torpedo the GK, and all the while, Chile is sitting here, pumping armor-piercing into the side of his ship. You can see there that salvo was, worth 8k or something, and already Chile is beginning to rack up the damage. This AP is fantastic. Now, it is 203mm AP, that is 8-inch AP, but it's super heavy American cruiser AP, which means that it has vastly improved penetration angles, and if you're shooting it into the battleship superstructure, it kinda doesn't matter what angle they're at. You're going to be able to rack up a lot of damage. So Chile did what? 5k to that Iowa, and then 2k to that Brandenburg. A lot of damage there in a short amount of time. The Des Moines is a powerhouse, let there be no doubt about that. And now, things are looking a little bit rough for Chile's team in terms of ship count. We can see that this is a single destroyer game, or rather a double destroyer game. Each team has 1 destroyer. The blue destroyer has, of course, sunk, because why wouldn't he? And, well, I mean, it looks like he took the Charlie cap before he went down, so at least there's that. The blue team is accruing points from that cap, and that is probably the only reason they're actually ahead of the red team on points as of this moment. As for everybody else playing this game aside from Chile, we can see that they are all as far away from the capture circles as possible. There's absolutely no spotting anywhere on the map, probably for either team, although the cluster of blue ships up in the northeastern corner of the map may be spotted by the enemy destroyer. But we don't really need spotting to know that all three of these Minotaurs are right here. I don't know if these guys are in a division or not, but as you can see, Chile has just given them a preview of what's about to happen to them by citadeling one of the Minotaurs over the island. He's pausing for a moment, trying to slow down and take this cap, but he's going to be cut short in that endeavor by one Minotaur poking around the corner here. You can see he immediately switches to armor piercing, and he aims perfectly at the superstructure of the Minotaur, which he can penetrate, likely also trying to knock out the Minotaur's front guns and perhaps entice him to turn and show broadside. And as you're about to see, he doesn't have to show flat broadside, he can show an angle, and that's enough for Chile to punch through his citadel and take him down. So there's one Minotaur down. Number 2 is coming in for a tussle right now, and, well, he's gonna be in just about the same boat. Forgive the pun there, he literally is in the same boat. You can see that when the Minotaur is angled steeply enough, the hull armor is enough to bounce this armor piercing. So if that's the case, simply continue to aim up in the superstructure, try to get those guns as well, and then wait for the Minotaur to turn and give enough broadside. Again, it does not have to be flat broadside. It can be fairly well angled, just like that. See? Still a citadel. We did get 3 ricochets, though. He's got to open it up a little bit more. He does, and that kills him. That's just one Minotaur left now, and no torpedoes. That's nice. Well, now there are undoubtedly going to be torpedoes because this Minotaur doesn't even bother to try to angle. He just gives enough broadside for Chile to take him out, scoring citadels with every volley. 6 citadels on that Minotaur for 14 citadels in total. And in return, Chile has taken almost no damage. The Minotaur AP is also excellent. It has improved penetration angles. I think the penetration angles on the Minotaur's AP are probably superior to those on the Des Moines AP. However, the Minotaur's guns are smaller, only 152 millimeters in caliber versus the 8-inch caliber of the Des Moines. So the AP on this particular cruiser packs a little bit more of a punch than the Minotaur AP. And Minotaurs, beware. You are never going to be able to brawl with a Des Moines and win unless you can get your torpedoes on that Des Moines and sink it that way. But if you do that, well, you're going to have to give broadside, so you'll want to be careful. In any case, Chile has racked up 4 kills. He's taken a capture circle solo, and now it has been reduced to a game of 3v3. The enemy destroyer is still alive, so that's something to keep in mind, and the enemy team has flipped the Charlie cap. But Chile and his Iowa teammate are heading toward Bravo. Neither of them at this point in time appear to be spotted, so the enemy destroyer must not have line of sight, and if they can take Bravo, all they really have to do is protect it from any potential push by the enemies. They'll have 2 caps to the enemy's 1, and that will set up the win conditions. Now Chile gets vision on an Iowa out there broadside, and honestly, I'm a little surprised he's not going with the AP. But instead, he's going to show us the HE of the Minotaur, which, again, is also 8-inch HE, which means it can penetrate 32 millimeters of armor, no problem. And the Iowa is coated in 32 millimeters of armor, aside from the midship deck plating, which I think might be a little bit thicker, and the Des Moines high explosive is probably going to shatter on that, but the Iowa has so much superstructure that it almost doesn't matter. Chile's got that Iowa burning nicely. Now, as the Iowa begins to turn and show a little bit of broadside in the other direction, he switches to the armor piercing, taking a perfect lead every time to hit right up into that superstructure, and you can see that once again his salvos are worth 3, 4, 5k each time, even on a slightly angled battleship. But the Iowa is getting out of the way, and now the Jean Bart is pushing in. The Jean Bart is even a less threatening target than the Iowa. I know the ship is widely regarded to be overpowered even to this day still, but the Jean Bart has things going against it in a one-on-one duel with the Des Moines. The Des Moines should be able to make quick work of it if played well. Why? Because the Jean Bart is actually coated in 32 millimeters of armor literally everywhere, aside from the turrets, the conning tower, I suppose, and the Citadel belt armor. That means wherever this high explosive hits on the ship, it is almost certainly going to penetrate, and that's to say nothing of the armor piercing, which has absolutely no problem punching through 32 millimeters of armor plating. But the Jean Bart is turning in now to bow tank, which apparently means it's invincible because everybody seems to have a problem with bow tanking Jean Bart, and that is the reason I think people think it's OP. Well, simply shoot light cruiser HE or battleship caliber HE at the Jean Bart and watch it melt. I apologize if you can hear any noise in the background. They are cutting the grass at my apartment complex right now, and the mowing machine is very loud. In any case, the Jean Bart's pushing in. He's sort of given up on trying to hurt Chile. The Des Moines does have 27 millimeters of armor plating, so the Jean Bart's 15-inch guns cannot overmatch it, and Chile is able to take out the Jean Bart for the Kraken Unleashed. That just leaves a very low-health Iowa and one last destroyer left. So this game is more or less wrapped up. That Iowa looks like he could go down at any minute to either of Chile Games' 2 remaining battleships. And the destroyer, well, even though Chile doesn't have any radar left, it's not like a destroyer is exactly a threat to a Des Moines. So the destroyer is the last one left floating. He was last spotted in this section of the map. Hopefully it's not too long before he is discovered. At least that is the goal here. No need to drag this game on for too much longer. It's basically already won. And what do you know? There is the Fletcher 4 kilometers away from Chile. He gets spotted as Chile comes around this island, and the Fletcher, being the only one left and being so close to a Des Moines, well, he's probably going to try to go in for the YOLO run because that's the only choice left to him. Or maybe he didn't even notice Chile. His guns are not even pointed in this direction. Oh, he notices now, but it is far too late for him to do anything. And messing with the turret traverse there, a little bit slow, but Chile's able to take him out and secure a 6th kill in the Des Moines for an absolutely fantastic game of 266,000 damage done. 6 kills and 4 medals, Confederate, High Caliber, Kraken, and I think First Blood there, with 4,700 base XP. What a ridiculous result. See, Chile is very good at these cruisers, and the Des Moines is a powerhouse. Look out when you start seeing it on the seas. Hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already, and then go check out Chile's channel. I will see you next time. Goodbye.